pitch in the major leagues forever. Come on.
Your coach, when it came to spring, did you feel like his strategy was similar to what the starter yesterday for Wofford had with just a lot of stuff outside, a lot of soft stuff outside?
I think they were different. I thought the guy sunk his fastball better yesterday. I mean, that was what he was doing. This guy, he pitches backwards. And, I mean, he's tough because I don't think we did a poor job early in the game, and we still couldn't get enough going.
Luke, if you could just run me through kind of what challenges Vince presented for you, kind of how you battled back from that afterwards, pitching the better part of 2 innings after that.
Yeah, I think I got him early, but I got ahead. He's a great hitter, and I just couldn't get that kill pitch even with 2 strikes. So, made a couple good swings on some bad pitches.
Luke, you had a couple of quick in and outs. Jay called the timeout just to give you a little bit more time, I guess, to kind of recover. Because when the offense isn't clicking, how much stress does that put on you as a pitcher?
Not much. I mean, my job's not to focus on the offense. It's more of get my guys back in the dugout and put up zeros. So I never really focus on the offense while I'm pitching.
What was the toughest part about the 5th inning for you, Luke?
Probably the 3-run homer, I'd say.
Just from like an at-bat standpoint, like what were they doing that was making things a little bit tougher in that inning in particular?
I mean, the same thing the whole game. I mean, they laid a good bunt down. And, it's a hard play by Bear. It's a very hard play. He probably should have made it. I shouldn't have let the guy hit the ball that hard. But then, just hung a slider up or fastball, good pitch, hit my spot. It's just not hard enough, and he got to it. So.
Luke, did you
I noticed Coach came to talk to you right before that 3-run home run. What were you guys kind of discussing at that point in time?
Kind of, I've got myself out of those situations and feel like I had a good shot of getting myself out again. And, just bad luck that time and just put a good swing on it.
Luke, Jay said the double play in the second was big. Did you feel it in the dugout? Did you feel like it was big at the time?
I believe so, yeah.
Coach, just what's your trust level with guys like Luke and Gage?
The best. Yeah, I mean, the dude pitching in the big leagues that was here last year when we won the national title, he's like on Pluto. You know what I mean? As far as executing, I don't think I've had any better than these two. They're the real deal.
Coach, was the story of the game kind of those first and second scenarios where you guys just couldn't quite put a couple runs across?
Yeah, I mean, the bases loaded when we got it to 3-2 with 1 out. And credit Pence, he made 3 really good pitches in a row to Travinsky. I mean, he made 3 really difficult pitches to do anything with other than to hit a ground ball. And I think he pitched himself out of that. That was probably the one, right there. If we can cash in right there, I definitely believe that the end of the game goes differently.
Coach, yesterday you talked after beating Wofford. You said the best thing to do in playoff baseball is to just move on.
Yeah.
Do you carry that same mentality?
Oh, yeah.
tomorrow,
Have to.
or
Yeah.
is it any sort of-
Have to. We worked too hard, to get here, to let a little disappointment get in the way of what's in front of us. I've done it in a regional. I've done it in Omaha twice. And I feel good about what we have available. I really do.
Did the potential of 3 games in 2 days, the next 2 days, sort of inform the way you sort of decided what to do with bullpen after Luke?
Well, we were trying to win the game for sure. We've come back a lot lately, but when you're down, it's probably not the best move to bring in a Herring, or a Guidry that pitched yesterday, and that's just the reality of the situation. Again, I think for having 3 games to play outside of having these 2 available, we're in about as good a spot as we could be coming out of 2 games.
Jay, you talked about the offense early. You were hitting some pretty good balls at people, I guess.
Yeah.
What you're kind of talking about.
Yeah, Braswell smoked one. Travinsky hit one good. But it's a tough pitch to do much with. I thought we had a really good plan. I thought they were committed to the plan. He just didn't give us much to do much with. And when we did, we hit it hard at somebody.
Jay, playing like you have the past month, this team, especially last year against Ole Miss, I know it was a pretty insane situation, but putting a bunch of wins in a row, does that kind of help with the mentality, what you got to do over the next 2 days?
Yeah, I think you just start with tomorrow noon. We're playing a great team. Those guys are a great team. Like, this is a great regional. You know, I mean, Long Island, you know, hats off to them with how well they played in that game last night. And these other two teams and us are really, really good teams. And that's just how it is now in college baseball. There's no, you know, whatever you call it, carpet ride to the supers. It's not happening anymore. Home, road, seed, doesn't matter. And there's three great teams left in this. And it just starts with a good start on the mound, really good at bats, and executing. And then you get to the one tomorrow night, and then you do the same thing again.
What can you learn from a game like this and some of the guys that are still kind of getting that experience in NCAA tournament? So,
Yeah, I mean, you want to be past the point of experience at this point in the season. You know, I mean, if you have, you know, if we're always learning. But what I'm trying to say is, if you have expensive experience at this time of year, it's really expensive. But that's part of the game. That's part of like what we do in developing players and young people. And we had a little bit of that tonight. And probably wouldn't have guessed we'd be rolling 3 freshmen out in a winner's bracket game on a road at the number 4 team in the country. But a lot of the reason we're here is because of those guys' surge, you know, here late in the season. And I have no problem with how we competed in the game tonight. There's nothing that I don't have any problem with any of that. You know, you win these regionals and postseason games when your best players play great. Somebody's going to pay that dude a lot of money, and he got a couple good swings off tonight, and that was the difference in the game.
What would have thought with Larson to left?
Well, we pinch hit for Ethan. You know, no secret, he can't play defense. Otherwise, he'd be playing probably all the time, you know, or a lot more right now. And so it was getting Paxton back to center, and it was a matter of Jake has played more right than Ashton has played more left.
One more question, please.
Coach, how do you sort of prepare this team, I guess, physically when you have this doubleheader coming up and then another game on Monday? Since it's just really quick turnaround.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, we played 5 games in Hoover in 6 days. Okay, this isn't that. This is a little more than that. But it's the format going in. You know, it's why we threw Gage yesterday and why we threw Luke today, is we were trying to get to the spot where you don't have to do that. It's my first time in 4 years that I haven't been sitting on 2-0. But the best wins I've ever had in the postseason, including in Omaha last year, came after you were in elimination games. And I have full confidence in our team that we can execute in a way that our goal isn't to just get out of here now. Our goal is to have the best day that we've had together as a team tomorrow.
Great. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Coach.